Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I've learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. And I'm also known as the meditation channel because I read daily meditations and affirmations over here. And today, I brought many books with me. I brought the 2 Melody Beatty books with me. I also brought Meditations for Living in Balance, and I brought Nightlight by Amy Dean, which is one of my favorite books. It's like a nighttime meditation book. And then I also bought the Daily Book of Positive Quotations by Linda Picone, one of my favorite books as well. So let's just get right into this and see what the universe speaks to me. And the universe is speaking to me that I should read from the book, Daily Book of Positive Quotations by Linda Picone. Now, I haven't looked at any of these meditations, so I have no idea what they're going to say to us. I kind of like getting the dog. The neighbor dog has been barking for literally the last hour outside. He is having such a good time in the backyard. But anyway, so in case you hear him in the background while we're trying to be peaceful and serene. Sometimes I have to tell you, like, I like to get my cup of tea or my cup of coffee, you know, and sit out on the back patio or the front porch or whatever, and I like to just like listen to the sounds. I've talked about this on here before, but I like to just like listen to the sounds of the universe. And you know, sometimes that's him barking, sometimes that's cars driving by, sometimes that's, you know, in the summer people playing tennis or pickleball down on the tennis courts, or, you know, people walking on the streets talking, or hearing people rake leaves, or mowing their lawns or whatever. And it makes me kind of, you know, I can hear the train late at night when I sit outside in the front. I can hear the train, and I love it. I love so much just hearing all of that, and all of these sounds make me realize I'm just one part of a bigger picture, you know, but I am part of that picture. And so it makes me feel connected at the same time. And it kind of, in a weird way, like makes me not feel also alone. Like it makes me feel like I'm part of this as well, you know, and I like that. So anyway, all right, let's get into this. Oh, what I was going to say was that often I like to bring the meditation books. Like, I have like 20 of them, you guys. Well, probably I have like 30 of them, honestly, maybe even more. Because I have mine, and I have my mom's, and I have people keep on giving them to me. And I call them meditation books. Some people call them daily affirmations, but you know, I just love these. But anyway, I sometimes just get them all out. And then sometimes I read them all. Sometimes I read 2 or 3. And you know, sometimes I just like, will randomly just like pick one and say, okay, this is what the universe is speaking to me that I need to hear right now. And on this channel, that's what I kind of like to do, is I kind of like to just pick one and say, okay, this is what the universe is saying that we need to hear today. So somebody out there, I don't know who you are, okay, and maybe it's me, needs to hear this meditation today. Are you ready? All right, so it's March 9th. Let's get into this book. Divine Balance. So divinely is the world organized that every one of us in our place and time is in balance with everything else. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. This is kind of what I was just talking about, wasn't it? Like with the sound and the universe and everything. So bizarre, isn't it? Whether we believe that our world has a divine order, a natural order, or no order at all, we all must acknowledge that everything in this world is interconnected. This world, I guess maybe I was the one that needed to hear this today, I don't know. This world is our world, the only world we have, and we are in it. Science suggests that something as trivial as the beating of a butterfly's wings in the Amazon can influence the formation of a tornado in Texas. Even our smallest acts can have major effects. I appreciate the miracle of the world. My life's task is to determine my place in it. Wow. You know, I think this is, to some degree, what I was talking about in this. I'm just going to go with my gut, okay? I'm just going to speak with my gut today, and people can take it for what they want. So, I don't know for how many of you out there watch my vlog. I don't know how many of you out there watch my Peter Does Stuff channel. But Koei, who is a member of the Vloggerinos that watches my vlog and has watched my vlog for years, he did this project called the 1,000 Crane Project. And I did an entire video yesterday on my Peter Does Stuff channel unboxing it. And then he did a video reacting to my video of unboxing this project, right? Which was, I was so overwhelmed and just so absolutely blown away. It was literally the kindest thing anybody has ever done for me. I mean, I couldn't believe it, right? And so I'm watching this video, and towards the end of the video, he's talking about how he doesn't want me to ever forget how many people that like I've impacted, or how many people like watch my videos just to see me be happy, or see the trips that I take, or to hear me talk about my friends or whatever, and that those are things that they look forward to and that it helps them, and on and on and on. And you know, it's weird, like sometimes honestly, like with my vlog, I don't get why people want to watch my vlog. I don't get why people want to sit and listen to a man talk for 40 minutes to an hour about his boring ASS life. I just don't understand it sometimes. I really don't, you know? And when I heard that on there, and he talked about, you know, how I like inspire people and all this kind of stuff. And I'm not somebody that really thinks of myself that way. You know, when people come to me and they say, Peter, you sharing your story of recovery inspired me to get sober. Like, and I don't take responsibility for that. Like, that person did the work to get sober, right? But do I understand that sentiment? Yeah, sure, I understand that sentiment, because there were a lot of people that inspired me to get sober. There were a lot of people that I heard their story, and what they taught me was plant the seed. And so that is what I have done going forward, is just to plant the seed. But I think when we talk about this interconnectivity, which I actually talked about in my video in this unboxing, I think we don't really understand the ways that we like, I don't think I'll ever understand it, you know, that we impact people, or that people impact us, or, you know, I mean, I have people out there that have no idea that I even know who they are, that have greatly impacted my life. And I'm not talking about movie stars and singers and famous people, you know? I'm talking about very simple people sometimes, that just everyday people, that by the way that they live their lives. You know, maybe it's somebody that I see at a meeting. Maybe it's somebody that I know as through a friend of a friend. You know, maybe it's somebody that I watch on YouTube, you know, that is whatever, and you know, I just watch every one of their videos and they inspire me. Maybe it's one of the vloggerinos. You know, there are a lot of people out there that inspire me on a day-to-day basis to want to be a better person and all that kind of stuff. And I think when we realize that what we do and what we put out there in the world has an impact on the world around us, and that we are interconnected with the world around us, then it really is like the butterfly effect. Then it really is like the fact that a butterfly, you know, flapping its wings could cause a tornado in Texas. It really is that way, you know? And I said this thing on my vlog years and years ago, and, you know, maybe I'm idealistic. I know I am. But I said, you know, if I smile at one person, and they smile at another person, and that person smiles at another person, before long, we have a world of smiling people, right? The thing is, and people say, well, that's not possible. Well, I'll tell you how it's possible. Get on Twitter. Get on Twitter and see somebody post one angry thing, okay? Or one bitter or nasty thing. And what you'll see underneath there is one nasty, sarcastic, cynical, bitter comment after another, okay? And I feel like if we're able to do that with being bitter, angry, cynical, and miserable, then aren't we able to do that with smiles, friendliness, happiness, and kindness as well? Like, I just don't get it. I just really don't understand that, you know? That can't we just be kind to one another? And then if we're kind to somebody here, you know, maybe it is like the butterfly effect, and then across the world, people are kinder to each other there as well. But it has to start somewhere, you know? And I think we live in this world today, and I'm part of this too. I really am, you know? I'm part of this too. I think we live in this world today where we're always waiting for the next person to start first. You know, when we talk about respect, it's like, I can remember, like, you know, back in the day when I worked in treatment, and, you know, people would say, I don't give respect until I get respect first. And I'm like, well, it has to go somewhere first. And so I would say, okay, I'll give you all this respect you need. What do you need from me to show you that I respect you, you know? And they'd just be kind of flabbergasted. They'd be like, what? And I'm like, if you need me to respect you, I respect you. Like, what do you need for me to respect you, you know? And, like, I never understood that whole idea. It's like we're always coming at each other with, you know, hands raised and ready to fight instead of somebody, you know, instead of ready to hug somebody and love somebody and be kind to somebody and be compassionate to somebody. And I think we live in this world where we're ready for the next person to do it first, you know, instead of us being the one to lead the way. I don't know. So, you know, I say this at the end of my vlog every day, but, you know, practice random acts of kindness, but don't tell anyone. And I also say be kinder to one another, love one another, but most importantly, be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more. And what I would, suggest to you and what I would challenge you on is just do one kind thing today for somebody else. Just something random, and don't tell another living soul about it. Just do it and shut your mouth about it. And see how it feels inside. And see how it feels, you know? And me included. I have to do that too. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.